Thank you for joining. She's dropping the tea. Shut the front door, tarot. I am your sacred, magical high chief priestess of the Most High God, and I am here to give you the collective read to the water signs. This will be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever you may have it at. Y'all better stop. Y'all sitting up there playing games. My cats is doing stuff. Alright. I got 2 baby cats now. And then we got our one older baby that we had. So she's a couple of months older than them. She got them by half, I think 6 months. Something like that. Okay, it was now they getting along. They all getting along, but the older one, she wasn't having it at first, but now she cool. I had to break her out of that. Okay. So right now, water signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever you may have it at. I'm playing this beautiful sound that my ancestors and my Most High God got me playing, and it's because there's someone that's a karmic. Okay, this may be male or female, but I want to say for you women it's a male. For the men it could be a woman, you know. But anyway, you have protection, and your money is protected from karmic debt and from poverty spells. And the reason why you're protected from karmic debt and poverty spells is because a soulmate or either a twin has this energy all over them. Okay? All right? They have scarcity mindset. Yeah, the ancestors is protecting. Yeah, they protecting you from scarcity. Scarcity. Yes, this is what the ancestors is protecting you from, scarcity. There's somebody that want to come in your energy that's been doing spell work, okay, trying to bind y'all together, or y'all been doing this. I want to say that this is water signs people doing this. They're trying to bind themselves to someone that is royal, someone that is blessed, someone that is royal, and somebody else's wealth. Okay, somebody is trying to change their situation, and they looking for ways. And I know, because I got the cards in my hand that proves that. But not only that, my ancestors literally, and also my Most High God, sent me this to play. And this because they're protecting me, protecting you from, like I said, energetic drains. Motherfuckers that got issues and problems, and they want to get in your energy and snipe your fucking good energy. Okay, these is motherfuckers that got issues. They're narcissists as fuck. Father God said, this is a drained, narcissistic person that's trying to snipe your energy. And they trying to cause karmic debt and poverty. So all I can get from that is that somebody's trying to bind you to this, and it's because that's what they ass is. That's what they ass is. Okay? All right? And we rebuke that shit. That shit ain't in our cards. This is why our ancestors are protecting us. You're protected on the ancestral plane. Okay? All right? Somebody is a fucking thief, and they looking for, look. This bitch looking for ways out. Somebody's a whole thief, and they looking for a way out. Look, they looking for a way out. They trying to see, look, toil, labor, and then sudden wealth. And then the distant horizon. With concerns. That's the ancestor coming out. Okay, with the concerns, that's ancestor, and then toil and labor. The ancestors could be concerned about you touring in labor, about somebody trying to have you in this energy, and they not standing for this shit. This is why this video is on right now. They not standing for this shit. If anyone think divine feminine is naive, they got life fucked up. They got life fucked up if they think divine feminine is naive and they think she easy prey and they think that, yeah, it's a coffin for you, baby. It's a coffin for you, baby. Because it's not happening. Yeah, we got the 7 of clubs here, which is wands. No, pentacles. No, it's not. It's wands. Pentacles is the diamonds. But yeah, okay. This is wands. So this makes me think you got protection against snakes. People that want to come in your grass and eat your fruit, try to get your fruit. This is somebody that want to get somebody fruit. Yeah, a lover. A lover. Then you got the wealthy man here. He got 2 motherfucking faces going on. Okay, he's a fox. Okay. Here's the tower where everything's going from bad to good, meaning that you came out of, it's in the community that you doing real good, right? So you got, yeah, somebody poverty. You got somebody that's in poverty that's gonna try to come in your energy, expectation, come in your fucking energy and act like they're your twin or they're your soulmate, okay? Thinking that you naive and you gonna fall for the shit, okay? But you got the keys, okay? All right, and the knowledge and the wisdom. You're not locked or caged, okay? This is 8 pentacles here. This person, look, you're not dumb. It's written, okay? That somebody's trying to lock in. Look at this 8 of pentacles and the key. And then the cage. They trying to lock in with your motherfucking money with the 8 of pentacles. They trying to figure out a way to lock in. Lock in. Look at this book. That's like the Akashic records. Okay? Somebody's looking for a way out. Look at this man right here. Okay? And then this letter. Okay? Look at the prison card. Look at the good lady. I mean the privileged lady. Okay? I feel like all eyes is on you, privileged lady. Look at the mature man. He may be full of shit and ain't about shit. He think he know more than you. You got a lot of changes around you. Yeah, false people are being exposed to you. Yeah, there's a courtroom here. You finding out some information about somebody that did some scandalous shit in your energy. Yeah, main woman. Marriage. Okay? And then despair. Okay, and then the ring with marriage again. This person hops from relationship to relationship, trying to basically come up and get a better situation going on for themselves. See how the clouds is? This is what I see first, and then this. This is what the person trying to do, trying to change their situation. Here's the change card right behind it. The salute card, a high honor. Okay? There's a concern. There's a concern about somebody trying to get in your energy and be a pretty boy and trying to finesse you. Divine feminine, your ancestors. There's an older man ancestor around you that's watching and making sure that don't nobody slick pull nothing off. And also, there's so much shit going on in the background. You got federal agents that have been investigating people that have stolen our wealth, tried to steal our inheritance. They thought that they can fake your identity or play as your identity, and they thought that they can inherit all of this shit that belonged to you from a child. Whoever was the guardian of trust was not able to be trusted, and they tried to live off of your wealth, your everything that your ancestors left for you. They tried to live off of it. We talking about property in other states, cities, all kind of shit. We talking about stocks, bonds. We talking about financial portfolio that's going to be presented to you of shit that you did not know you had. Okay? And how motherfuckers thought that they can live off of your shit while you struggled. And how they got exposed by the FBI because they was submitting fake documents as proof of like birth certificates, social security cards, stuff like that. And the shit was not authentic. Okay? Okay? Like, when I say that this shit goes back so far, generations of motherfuckers that have stolen people's wealth and was living like they was royalty, like they was the 12 royal families, when meanwhile back at the ranch, you got relatives, distant relatives that was, I'm trying to tell you, was all in cahoots with this shit, trying to live off your shit, knew that you was the heir of this shit. Like, we talking about you gonna get a knock at the door by a man in a suit that's been gathering up this shit, that's finna present you with some stuff. You're gonna have a whole financial team, meaning like you're gonna have like what they would say, advisors, a whole fucking team of advisors, from a psychiatrist to because it's gonna be such a drastic adjustment for you to go from where you at to where you finna be, that you gonna have all this shit in place. You're gonna be devastated. Devastated. This is what Spirit told me. Devastated when you find out the measures of what people went to try to make it seem like you was insane, make it seem like you didn't exist. They tried to play as you, they tried to be a guardian. They tried to do all kind of shit. Or y'all tried this shit. It's affecting these signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces involved. And somebody is looking at jail time. Okay? A lot of jail time. Because people have been around here being whole frauds. Whole frauds. Okay? Whole frauds. Okay? Alright? Yep, this is what's going on. So it's a lot. Yeah, you got the official person that's coming to your door, literally. You got unexpected money that's coming to you. Some kind of wish is being granted. Something about a false person is being exposed. Could be y'all, or it could be y'all involved in it. I don't know. You got the official person and the unexpected money, and then you got the little girl here who had inherited something from a child. I'm trying to tell you, there was shit put in place by your parent, by your grandparent, or by a distant relative that cared and loved you from a baby, and you had people in your energy that thought that they was gonna live off your money, and people got it so fucked up because your ancestors is cleaning house. Straight up. I cannot make it up. So, I don't know. Somebody is definitely looking at, it's a judgment on somebody. And it got something to do. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is at the top of this deck as I open it up. Some time has run out for somebody. Now I got two hood tales to tell. The first hood tale is, there was a man that had did a lot of illegal shit with a broad. A lot of federal shit with a broad, right? I seen this on YouTube. So I'm telling you from what I'm seeing, and I'm channeling the message from it, because I know that this is going on in the collective energy, okay? And I don't think these stories come across my news feed by accident. Just like how I'm listening to the sounds, it's not by accident. My money is motherfucking protected. Every fucking penny that belonged to me, okay, from a child all the way to now with interest, is returned back to me in rapid speed fast. Okay? Okay? With interest. Okay? Alright? Flat the fuck out. Flat the fuck out. So, yeah, from a child, children. And then love at first sight. Somebody want to have babies with you. Or y'all want to have babies with somebody. Yeah, you got the court here, you got the tower, and then you got the mind evasion. Somebody, yeah, it's an empty victory. Somebody was trying to evade your space, Okay? With a whole bunch of fuck shit. There's some kind of court judgment on somebody. Somebody wanted you to look at them as the one, or somebody wanted to invade your space. There's the judge. There's that card. And then here's the tower. All of them came upside down. I feel like this is a lot of bad news to somebody. Yep. And then you got children in love at first sight. And then you got love like fire. Somebody got a lot of passion for somebody. Okay. So in this one clip, this dude was running around committing crimes with this girl, right? And so the feds got on him because she did something stupid within whatever they was doing, and it got them on them. It got them on them. So when they pulled her to the side, they basically roughed her up, scared the shit out of her, and made her turn snitch on him. So she was telling all the business. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, when he got stormed, his business and different little space he had, he was able to watch from a distance and see what was going on, and he could have just took off right then and there. This was what was the essence of it all. He could have took off right then and there because they didn't have him in view. Okay, so, but he was able, from like how they say, from a bird's eye view, he was able to see what was going on. Instead of him running, he calls her and tells her, "Hey, my shit being stormed. It's obvious they know exactly what's going on with me. Woo, woo, woo. I'm not putting you in this. I'm gonna say I did it by myself. You don't know nothing." And she was like, "No, babe, don't do that." And he's like, "Yes, it must be that way. I'm gonna go down for the fall. I'm gonna keep you out of it so you don't, get in no trouble." Woo, woo, woo. I think she had kids. Yeah, she had one son. He was like, "You got to be there for your son." So he went on and took the lick. We got winning money. We got dealings with a man, or pleadings from a man. I feel like you got people that's either y'all or them. You got people that's gonna come in your energy when they know that you loaded with some money. Okay, for some of y'all might, gamble or something like that and come into some money. I just feel like people got fake people around them, and when they up, all of a sudden you got a lot of friends hitting your line, and when you're down, you don't got no whole bunch of friends hitting you. So anyway, he told her that he was gonna go down for the shit, that he wasn't gonna put her in it. So she let him go down for it, not knowing that she had already snitched him out and was already burying him alive. So whether he would have went down for it or not, he was already buried alive. But just the fact that he said that she didn't have nothing to do with it, it made it very believable to the feds that she didn't have nothing to do with it, because he did basically vouch for what she had previously said. "I don't got nothing to do with it. It's not me." She was throwing him under the bus and snitching on him the whole time. So when he go down for it, he do 6 years. He leaves a house, a car, and $2 million with her, thinking that she's gonna protect. He sacrificed himself for this money, thinking that she's gonna protect their asset and basically protect their assets, so when he come out, they'll have something to fall back on together, right? He loved this broad, right? When he came home to this bitch being homeless in a car with nothing but her bags in the back seat. Okay? All right? And she was looking older than what the fuck she was supposed to be looking. And all of that. Okay? Life had beat her ass up in 6 years. But more than that, I feel like guilt beated her ass up, because she knew she was dead wrong for spending that money and how she spent it. The whole time while he was gone, the visits went from weekly to monthly to not at all by the second year. Okay? And she ran through $2 million within 2.5, almost 3 years. She sold the house that he secured for her to make sure that she was good, so that she wouldn't be living in no car and all that old goofy shit. She sold that house, so she lost that. So when he came home, he didn't come home to nothing at all but her living in this car. he was pissed when he finally found out what had happened, because his family, his cousin, basically told him before he came home so that it wouldn't be shocked to him that he's not coming home to anything. Okay? All right. She blew through $2 million. This is what she did. She was gambling a lot, trying to win the money back that she had already fucked up and spent. She was running around with younger dudes, thinking that she was cute and all that. Then she went to Miami and got a $40,000 BBL type of shit went on. All right, just for her to be living in the car. Okay, by the time this nigga get home. Okay, all right. So he finds her. He want answers about what what the fuck going on and why she did what she did. So he get in the car and he asks her a couple of questions. She tells him everything. Okay, everything. And they basically got into a squabble fight in the car, and then he ended up killing her. And he sat there and waited for the police. Really, I feel like they was watching him because they knew that some money was somewhere and that he was supposed to come home to some money. And they probably watched her the whole time while he was gone blow through that bread. So they knew what was going to happen to her. So he sat there and waited for them or whatnot. And he basically said that he returned the favor to her. That he said that bitch buried me alive. She killed me. She killed me when I was alive. She was already burying me dead. So all I did was return the favor back to her. And so that's how that ended. And he ended up back in jail. Okay, that might have literally happened to a masculine in this energy, or it's getting ready to happen to a masculine, or it's currently going on. It's currently going on. Either way, somebody trusted somebody with all of their shit while they went to the fast and did a bid, thinking that this bitch was gonna hold them down, just for them to come home, or getting ready to come home, or them finding out already, if they ain't already home, finding out that they not coming home to anything. They not coming home to anything. And I know this to be facts, because this is the second story that have popped up on my news feed, where a dude killed his baby mama for stealing his house, his car, his business, and basically just leaving him for dead while she balled with another nigga living fabulous. He went right into her her business and shot her dead and left her there. Okay, because she was flossing her lifestyle all in this nigga's face, and he was trying to adjust with coming home and dealing with the fact that he didn't have shit to come home to, which that broad was dead wrong. She was balling. She had multiple business. She even had real estate, all of that, on top of like a beauty salon with barbers in there and all. Like, this bitch just was greedy. See, some of these people, they not used to shit. So you give them a little bit, and then they think they entitled to so much more. Okay, they don't know how to be just grateful to the person that gave it to them, or to be grateful for what they got. So a lot of them gonna end up back to the gutter they go, or back to jail. Either way it go, that's what's going on in the karmic energy. Okay, the second story is, this is horrible. The second story is, there was a mother that had 3 kids, and she didn't want to raise them no more. She wanted to run around and be single. And she was chasing men that was stable and had money, because she wanted them to take care of her and live a certain type of lifestyle. She decided one day to walk away from her kids and abandon them and leave them at home by themselves, where all she did was pay the rent, and she sent grocery deliveries, $20 a week to the house for them to eat. They was twins. There was a set of twins that was 12, and then a little girl that was 9. They stayed in this condition for 3 fucking years before the authorities stepped in. So by the time the authorities stepped in, the twins was 15 and the little girl was 12. Okay, they had grew to horrible conditions, meaning their health, their appearance, and their living situation, from her doing this, because she never checked up on them, while she stayed on the other side of town, living in luxury, driving a motherfucking BMW, Okay, she spent $75,000 within the 3 years that them kids was by themselves, while she sent $20 worth of food home every week for them, which was barely hardly a nothing. There was nothing fresh ever in the bags. It was only canned goods or easy shit that they can prepare, like cereal, milk, bologna, hot dog, raviolis, shit that will deteriorate them and make them look crazy after probably the first year, after a couple of months. They wasn't getting any sunlight. They wasn't getting any nurture. They wasn't taking baths. Their bodies had begun to get sores and scabs and infections and stuff from not being clean. The house started to get nasty from rotten food in the dishes and all that not being clean and stuff. The bathroom got the toilet over got like clogged up, and they couldn't fix it because they was kids. So it grew worse to the point that the neighbors started to smell an odor. And it wasn't until this one neighbor moved over there, and within the 3 weeks of her living there, as a new tenant, she heard the baby crying and realized that there was kids in there where she had never seen nobody coming out. So she had got the social services involved, okay? And then the social service basically stepped in with the police and went in and seen the horrible condition. And the one police lady was so upset about the kid's condition that she vowed that bitch would not get away with this shit. She promised. She said, I'm going to put the handcuffs on this bitch, I promise. And I don't blame her for saying that. They found this bitch on the other side of town, went to her, confronted her about these twins and this other little baby. She tried to say, I don't have no kids. Who? And then they said, lady, stop playing with us. We talking about the 3 kids that you abandoned for three fucking years. Okay? To fend for themselves. And that's when she said, well, I paid the rent and was sending food over there every week. And that's when they was like, bitch, you are under arrest, and placed her under arrest. And then they was trying to decide, should they charge the dude she was with? But he really didn't know. He told her that he didn't want no kids, that he didn't want, he didn't want none of that. He just was looking for a woman that he could settle down with. He could spoil her, you know what I'm saying? Put his attention on her and do his business. He had like a landscape construction or some kind of construction landscape buildings or whatnot that was doing very well. And he was 42. And so she was a gold digger. She went after basically men that was stable and shit. But the first 2 guys, she ended up with kids by them, thinking that they was a come up, and they bounced on her, okay, and left her with them kids, and she didn't want them just like they didn't want them, okay? All right, so this was very horrible. The police said that when they opened up the door and looked at them kids looked like they had been raised by wolves. That's how they had looked. Their nails had grew in claw-like shape. Their hair was matted and long and uncared. Their skin had sores and scabs and all kind of shit on it from not bathing. Like, it was horrible. They couldn't talk. They could only grunt and telepathically communicate with each other. They were so like PSTD, like when everybody stormed in, like the social services, the police, like the ambulance, and all that type of stuff. They were so overwhelmed, they just stood in a corner together and just held each other. When the toilet had got messed up and they couldn't use the bathroom, they had started using the bathroom all around the house in the corners of the walls. Like, it was horrible what this bitch did to them. Horrible. She didn't have no remorse. They gave her 25 years. This could have happened to a masculine. While he was in jail. He left abroad, with money, resources and stuff, and she ran around with other dudes and didn't tend to her kids or anything, and ended up, all bad. She ended up on the news and doing time for, leaving them, abandoning them, running off with other people, and, just running on and just living her own lives. That could have literally went on in this energy. So I don't know. Yeah, we got guilty as charged and heartache. Okay, something about that, something somebody gonna find out, or something you gonna find out. Let's start with Pisces. Okay, All right. Who the fuck is cold as ice? What is a death on top? What's this death about? And then marriage. Is it death to a marriage, a false person? Is she cold as ice or is you cold as ice? Which one is? And then you got the world card. You starting a new cycle. You looking at a new woman or somebody that you feel is worth it. What's up with these 3 witches? Some soul ties. You got 3 witches or somebody in your energy could be doing spell work, trying to keep you from your soul tie, or they trying to be soul ties with you, or you went to them to try to make you and somebody be a soul tie. I don't know what we got here. Definitely this video I'm looking at, it's about protection against anybody that would drain a motherfucker's energy. And this is people that's in narcissist energy. These is people that got a lot of karmic debt and they very poverty and scarcity minded. And if they scarcity minded, this will be people that will steal from you. Okay, they will be, I'm just seeing mice, okay, around your fruit. Okay, they will be trying to sniper and steal from your energy however which way they can. Because yeah, this, look, why am I holding this? This could be somebody from the LGBT community. This definitely is a lover, because the lover card is here. And then you got unexpected money. So do you got somebody from the LBG community that is acting like he's somebody's lover just because they came into money, or you came into money? Something's going on with the butterfly effect and the wheel of fortune being right there. What is that? Yeah, soul ties. This is a connection. Pause. And then you got pause here. You put some broad or some dude on pause and they upset and mad about it. You put them on pause so that you can go after some main female, somebody that got your heart, or some dude that got your heart. You seeking out help. You got the gift here. You got prison here. You got illness. And then you got friend request. You're trying to friend request somebody, you dealing with some kind of illness, and you looking at time or jail, or you just got out, you trying to give somebody a gift. It make me think somebody went away, did about, I don't know, 6 years, could have did 6 years, came home, okay, to seek after a main woman. All right. This could be somebody that need help, I don't know, or they seeked after help to try to make this happen. Somebody want to give somebody a gift, then you got prison and illness, and then you got friend request. I feel like somebody trying to friend request somebody and they got an illness. I don't know what kind of illness, but they definitely got an illness, and they definitely either is going to prison or did some prison time or finna. Something going on with that damn energy. Okay? Something going on with that energy. Now, what I do know too, I was looking at a video where a dude killed the girl, then he killed himself, okay, and he made allegedly set his best friend up to be outed, okay, all right. He did that right before he did her, and then he did himself, okay. I feel like he had the weight of the world on his shoulders, okay, but he told all their business on YouTube about how she gave him, you know, herpes and all this old goofy shit, and she tried to blame it on him and say, no, you gave me something, and he said, no, you gave me something, okay. He did go to jail and do some time, okay. So anything's possible about who did it, but the way he broke the story down is she was very promiscuous and nasty, okay. From what it sounded like, she was very promiscuous, okay. All right. I'm just gonna say she was promiscuous, but I mean, they was really deep on the internet. She said that he kissed all over her, okay. So he couldn't have been too mad about it, you know, if you know what I mean, okay. Talking about that down there, okay. He said that she had shit all around her anal area or whatnot, okay. She said he was kissing down there and didn't have no issues with it. So they really just told too much shit on the internet. This could literally be going on in a whole karmic situation for real, where they just gutter out all of their business all online. It can end very badly, or some type of situation similar to this where it was you know, like a murder suicide. I mean, shit, murder suicide is basically what we got going on. This shit is in the energy, okay. On top of people are setting their best friends up to be outed out. okay, going to the funeral and all, and playing like they ain't had nothing to do with it, swearing up and down to the best friend parents. No, you know, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they were the reason why their son was in the casket. Like, all of this was going on. All this is going on. Like this is really bad. This is really sad. Okay, what happened to them? Okay, and then you got siblings online grieving their brother because he took his life out, and you know, and everything ended the way it ended. Okay, this may physically go on. This could physically be going on, or this may happen, or already happen, or something like that. However, which way, I feel bad for anyone that's going through that. My condolences. Okay, we got confidence. You could be looking at somebody, or somebody looking at you as you got a lot of confidence. You looking at somebody and you think y'all are the y'all the future. You looking at somebody as your future. But is this somebody that you trying to see a way out of your issues and problems? Because from what I was watching on TV, that one broad that left her kids, she was trying to escape her real motherfucking reality, her real motherfucking life. So I feel like it's people out here that's doing that. They want to live like they think they deserve to live like a certain type of lifestyle, even though they didn't put the energy, time, or the money into this shit. They just want somebody to cater them and take care of them and let them eat at fancy restaurants and let them, you know, get pampered and groomed and, you know, like get their nails and feet and all that spa type shit done. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, her kids was fucking deteriorating, not getting any of this. Like, I just cannot believe there are people that are that heartless and cold and that would actually do this type of shit to their kids. I just cannot believe this. Let me go on to Cancer. I don't want to keep switching back and forth to the cards. We just go Cancer. What we got, Cancer? Cancer, we got Lover that sit on top, and we got House, and then we got the past. Somebody from the past and something connected to a house. A lover connected to a house. Something about the past. You got a lot of confidence, or somebody in your energy do. Okay? Somebody may be feeling loneliness at this time. There could be a lover that could have left your house, or something around the house. You got somebody that wants you to give them a chance. I don't think you will. Yeah, cold as ice. They may think you cold as ice, or you may feel that they cold as ice. But we got death here and marriage. Okay? All right? You could be looking at a whole nother situation and getting ready to get married and putting death to your past. Okay? And somebody, you could be looking at somebody as cold as ice, or somebody could be looking at you as cold as ice. I feel like you're thinking about your future and proceeding forward. Okay? Somebody looking at a lovely picture of you, or you looking at a lovely picture of somebody. Okay? You also could be having these thoughts about events, different occasions or times, or you know, you could just be wishing and hoping. Okay? All right, about certain things to be profound and for them to happen, you know. All right, something like this is going on, Cancer. Yeah, we got new perspective. You could have a new perspective, or somebody in your energy. Okay, this good lady, and then you got ancestors here. Okay, and then you got work. Okay, y'all are working, yeah, working hard. Somebody may get some sad news. This is a main male. They may get some sad news, or you may get some sad news about a main male. Something like that going on, Cancer. This could be something about a military in the main male and some sad news around it, or something. And then you got forehead kiss. Okay, that's somebody that could cared about you a lot, or you cared about them a lot. Okay, all right. This is somebody dear to your heart. You may hear some bad news about them, or something around about them, and you may have a new perspective after hearing something about them. I don't know. Okay, something like that is going on, Cancer. What we got for Scorpio? Scorpio, there's a letter, okay? It may be delayed because it was upside down, okay? This is the sun. You're going to get good news. Something that's been delayed is probably being released with the sun being on top of it, okay? All right. Yeah, something is final. Something is over. Or something you ain't got to worry about. I don't know, okay? Okay. You probably hear some news or get some news that sound, you might have thought it sound bad, but it may be some sun on it. So it sound like inheritance. You may hear bad news that somebody passed away. It may make you upset, but then you may hear that they left you something, okay? That may change your feelings a little bit or comfort your feelings, I'm going to say. And then you got gut feeling. Yeah, this could be a gut feeling that you feel, that you finna hear some news or get some news, okay? And it's got to do with you receiving a blessing, but not the way you would want a blessing. Nobody wants to receive money from a relative or somebody they love passing away. Nobody wants that. But it happens. You know what I'm saying? It's part of life. You know what I'm saying? And the best part is that they could have left this earth and didn't leave you anything. But instead, they knew you was going to need that help. And so, therefore, whatever was in place probably since you was a child. You know, it's like that shit. Some false person is being exposed around you. There's a judgment around now. The world is here, meaning completion. Yeah, somebody is guilty. They finna go to jail. This is about money matters. Okay? Time with friends. And then change. Somebody's getting ready to move. Or there's some kind of change. Yeah, change around something. And then you got the rich man. Okay? And then you got heart attack. Somebody could be getting exposed because they know that the main woman is finding out that the rich man left money for her or left something that they was trying to hide. And I feel like the people finding out that you know, and it's like, oh my God, she know. It's like that type of energy. Something like that is going on. So either this is just your energy being exposed, or you could be going through this. Yeah, somebody false is definitely being exposed. It's a lover. It's a lover that's being exposed. Scorpio. Yeah, this is feel like love. This could have been somebody that was smiling in your face, or you were smiling in somebody's face. Like the Dodo you tell. I guess the stories. That's the stories you tell. Lies. The lies you tell. I think that's what that's supposed to be. So somebody's telling a lot of lies. They probably sitting up here. What is this? Yeah, they sitting up lying, saying that y'all had sexual dealings when the fuck y'all didn't. They saying that, yeah, this is an emperor. Could be lying on this package, or somebody lying on the emperor, saying that they had sexual relationships with him when they didn't. You got the world card and the judgment. I feel like something is being exposed, and it's about somebody lying on their package. Yeah, we got who do you love? And then you got a child. You could have a child with somebody, or somebody got a child with you, or somebody in your energy do. All I know is they may love this person because they got a child with them. Something like that going on, Scorpio. I just feel like there's a lot of sneaky energy around your energy. Okay? Where people doing shit without telling you. Or they just in your Scorpio energy. Something like that is going on. I'm so sleepy, y'all. I gotta take a little nap. All of this is going on with this energy right here. I'm going to use this deck and I'm just going to wrap it up. So I'm sleepy. Gotta take a little nap. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Pisces, what we got? These cards are all upside down. Yeah. Okay, some of them just upside down and some of them is right side up. I cannot make it up. Come on. Alright, let's do it. Alright, some of them just upside down. You could be... Let's start with Pisces. Pisces, let's start with you. Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, North, Node, wherever you may have it at. Alright, Pisces, this is what I got. Pisces. Feel right, good ideas align with your values, okay? So you coming into a lot of nice ideas and they align with your values, okay? What you believe in, okay? You could have been somebody that used to drink and maybe you slowed down and start focusing on positive things or something, okay? Then you got turning back, walking away. What's this? Unreceptive to new ideas. You could be resistant, or you could have somebody in your energy that's resistant, okay? Okay, where you turn, you know, they going back to their old ways. Something like that is going on. All of these cards is upside down. Then you got, you are right. Right on time. Do it now. Seize the day. And then what do it say this way? Last minute changes, too late, behind schedule. I feel like it fell on the right side that it fell on. Y'all could have been in this energy where you was thrown off. You could have been waiting on phone calls and wasn't getting them, or thought you wasn't getting them, and it because your timing was all off, and you was missing the calls, and you wasn't knowing that shit was going on around in your energy. Okay, but I feel like it's like a nick of time. You caught something in the nick of time. Okay, and then it says paths are closed now, locked out, do not enter. Yeah, somebody was trying to lock doors on you and they didn't want you to enter. Okay, all right, but I feel like because your mind is on the right thing, or it got on the right thing, you was able to catch something to keep it all from, not going in the right direction. Because it says that you have the answers, opening doors, access. Yeah, you had a lot of shit locked down to you at first, and then they suddenly opened up to you. Yeah, spiraling up, rising tides, coming out of the shell. Yup, you coming out of a shell, you getting your mojo back. Okay, you getting your mojo back. And then what that say? It's the icing on the cake. All this and the sprinkles. You getting all of this and then some. So I feel like you making like good sound mind gestures and ideas in your mind about how you want to see something in your life. And I feel like you like, I'm getting the la creme. I'm getting it all. I want it all. Like you in the door. So it's like now your confidence or something is up. So it's like you feeling good. Okay. Yeah, you know you're going to be eating or some shit like that. I don't know. It's something around eating. Okay, but it got the plate, the forks and the knife. I mean, the fork and spoon is here. Okay. The best, what that say? I can't see because of how she wrote it with the white, but I think it says the best medicine, or the best medicine is getting on. I can't really see it. Getting on something, I guess success. I don't know what it says because I can't see it. Oh, it's getting the best real scoop or something like that it say. But all I know is, what's this? Fulfilling your desires, being refreshing and moving. Oh yeah, you getting stuck out of the mud. You finna be stuck out of the mud. So you was stuck in the mud, and I feel like one thing started a domino effect of another. You was locked out, and then you changed it by doing something. Okay, yeah. Look at the dice here. I can't make it up. You took a dice, a gamble chance. Maybe you called somebody and be like, did you call me? And they was like, yeah, I've been calling you for the last 4 days. I called you this day, Thursday, I called you Saturday, I called you Saturday, I called you Monday, and you looked on the call line. You like, damn, how did I not see this? Oh, shit, my shit was on Do Not Disturb. How the fuck? Like that. You took a gamble chance and you looked out. You looked right. So I feel like this switched and changed everything. Okay, this shit was making you drink, making you drink, making you want to go back into old ways and habits. A motherfucker wanted to see this for you. They wanted you to be out of destiny, out of your timing. Somebody was trying to, I don't know, they was just trying to throw you off and put you like in wrong places, wrong times, where nothing was working out for you. Nothing was working out. Like, you wasn't able to feed yourself nothing. Fuck the icing on the cake. You wasn't even able to eat. You was stuck like Chuck. You was drowning in mud. Okay? But you changed the shit. Okay? For some, that's what it is. For others, they changed the shit. They shit is changing. Yeah. Yeah, there go the tree. The tree says that this is the real deal. Your, what they say, efforts are bearing fruit. Yeah, your efforts are bearing fruit. So something was not in vain. And then you got, cleaning the air, refreshing change. You probably cleaned up or moved something around in your house, shifted something, and then good news came in from you. Yeah, because he said nearly tied up, secured, trustworthy, and connections. I feel like, you did some cleaning or something. Somebody, are you trying to bind yourself to the right connections, or are somebody trying to bind themselves to you? Something like that is going on in your energy. Somebody's doing binding spells. What we got for Cancer? Cancer, what we got? Cancer, we got your dreams are fluttering around you. So you got some things that's coming up that may manifest. You putting the right effort into it. You got 2 no's here. It says thorns. Yeah, you got thorns present. Handled with care. Somebody in your energy is difficult. You need to handle them with care. Then you got burning out, not carrying your turn drive. Die quickly. Yeah, somebody, look, you tired as hell, or somebody tired as hell, and you can't depend on them. They die, they burn out and die real quickly. Or something that you're doing is making you burn out and die real quickly, where you just can't do it no longer. Something like that is going on in your energy, okay? Okay. You could not have no passion for something now. Yeah, it says making a splash, dive, deep dive, flowing easily into your life. You got some things flowing easily into your life. But this could be definitely some stuff draining you too. I do not feel like reading all this shit. And I can't even see 2 of them because of the colors that's on them and how they got white words. But it says, in the formative stage, immature being hunger. There's somebody immature in your energy that could be a gold digger or something going on with that. It's something about the missing pieces or something around that. Okay? Alright? You could be cutting the ties. It says, cut short uphill battles, fighting for a lost cause. You feel you fighting for a lost cause, then you cutting ties with somebody. Or somebody cutting ties with you because you just can't take no more. You like, fuck it. Okay, yeah, it says embracing the new opportunities, a fresh day begins. You said fuck it and you walked away, 8 of Cups type of energy. Somebody's unbearable. They want to fight with you, so, and you ain't trying to do all that. So it's like leaving a person to their vices, or leaving them to destroy themselves. That's what you doing. Uplifting your spirit, easy to do, and light work. Okay, you got some kind of celebration around you. You had came into some wisdom, knowledge, something. You could have passed a test, aced it, or getting ready to graduate from something. Something is really good. Something was light work to you. Okay, something brought your spirits up, and I think it was what you received, some kind of grade score. Okay, some kind of good achievement for something that you was doing. Okay, you could be thinking and wondering which direction to go in, or something like that. Okay. All right, you got stay for attention, empty promises, void. You walked away from empty voids, people that promised shit but couldn't deliver, and you tired of it. Okay, all right, like oil and water. Okay, what they say, separate to drift apart. You drift apart from somebody. You felt y'all was night and day. Okay, y'all didn't get along, or whatnot, and you got tired of this shit, so you walked away. You got tired of the manipulation and just all of that. And then it says, open, what that say? Yeah, open to suggestions, fostered and centered steady. Okay, this is like manipulation. It was people trying to suggest shit that you should do or something like that, and you might have went for it. Okay, see, Cancer. We got trust your feelings, fulfilling your heart's desire. One of those cards fell on the floor. I don't feel like getting up. You could be looking at opportunities now, getting opportunities. You could have just got a new career job, promotion, raise, something like that going on. Yeah, you got high opportunities fired up. Burning desires are fulfilled. So you're really happy about a lot of prosperity and abundance that's going on around in your energy right now. Yeah, you got wisdom supports you. Roots, you goes deep. So you got like ancestors and spirit team that's on your side. Okay, don't burn through no money now. Don't make no poor investments to get broke. You ain't came into some money or something. I guess you're around here splurging or getting ready to. You better stop or be careful. All right, because that girl ran around with young guys. She gambled. She was at the casino, and she went spending the money on her body, and it didn't even do shit for her. She was chasing a reality in a life that was never hers. Okay, just for her to end up in that car and be regretting it. It says trust your feelings, fulfilling your heart's desire. You got your heart desires fulfilled, and I feel like something's making you happy, and you could be on cloud 9, but be careful with the spending, okay? Because you don't want to spend too much, you'll regret it, okay? If you don't invest it. Something like that could be going on, y'all. Okay, I am so sleepy, I got to wrap it up. Like, share, thumb up the video. I appreciate all those that do. I am your sacred, magical, high chief priest of the Most High God, and I came to give you water sign energies for the mid-month. One love, one love, one love. Fire is up next. Thank you.